When we speak of Baguio City, Burnham Park is already linked to it. Burnham Park is an all-recreational area for both tourists and locals alike. One of the reasons why Burnham Park is known to most people is because of Burnham Lake, the heart of the city. Burnham Park and Burnham Lake are named after Daniel Burnham, an American architect and the city planner during the early 1900s. Burnham Lake served as a natural catch basin for some parts of the city business district, while the excess water caused by the downpour of rain goes to the lake and exits to the Balili River. This man-made lake held some aquatic life such as the St. Peter's fishes and koi fishes. But over the years, this water became high in turbidity. Last January 2013, the city government placed the Burnham Lake in a state of rehabilitation, which complements the city government's plan to rehabilitate the polluted Balili River because most runoff water in the downtown area is channeled to the river.
So, inayos nila yan. Yung draining nila. Ngayon, linagyan ng mga outlet yan.
Okay.
Bawat size yun.
Pero dati na kung ganyan yung kulay.
Ang dating kulay, hindi.
Ano po dati niya?
Ang talagang kulay niya noon pa yung bluish talaga.
Bluish po.
Pero nung pagdating nung may mga lupa na tinambak nun doon, na tumulan at pumunta rito, yun na nalagyan.
3 years later, the lake is still faced with the same problem despite the assurance from the city government that the water is still clean, still safe for any activity in the area. It was through the initiative of the Department of Public Works and Highways, Baguio City District Engineering Office, wherein they implemented massive rehabilitation of the Baguio Athletic Bowl, wherein it was reported that part of the drainage drains to the Baguio Burnham Lake that caused the water to be high in turbidity.
But what is turbidity and how does it affect Burnham Lake? Turbidity is the measure of the degree to which the clarity of water is lost due to the presence of suspended particulates. The more suspended solids in the water, the more clear it seems, and the higher the turbidity. Turbidity is also considered as a good measure of water quality.
It talks basically of the lake. So it was made into a lake. At first, it was very simple. And then as years went on, especially way back 1998 or 1999, it was again dredged. Dredged means it was cleaned from the bottom, and then it was cemented, fully cemented on the sides. So it became a better looking lake. And then when you talk of the color, there was a time that the color was brown, di ba? Because there is seepage yung underneath yung soil natin, no? Kasi underneath Burnham are culverts leading towards Bayanihan. And then, some contractors do not follow the rules and regulations for constructing a building. Especially, we have already new hotels there, no? So, kumbaga, yung culvert na ginawa nila noon, nagkaroon ng crack somewhere. So, kumbaga, di ba? Kung may crack, tapos umulan, maraming mga soil, there's erosion of the soil. So, may crack underneath, pumasok doon sa may lake, which caused the color of the lake. But prior doon sa yung color ng lake which turned into brown. There was also again a time na nagkaroon ng fish kill. Because we used to put, fingerlings of tilapia and carps. So, sa dami ng fingerlings na yon, kulang sila ng oxygen, so maraming fishes na nag-float. That is why we no longer put fingerlings, no longer put mga ganon fishes sa lake. Considering din na mababa, this is a catch basin actually. So, di ba? Lahat ng tubig dyan comes here. So, kung malakas ang ulan dyan, that's not necessarily na from the inside, meron sa outer space, doon sa lagoon. In fact, during typhoons, may mga nag-float na mga boats. They can go as far as the Rose Garden pag nababaha.
Ma'am, yung Burnham Lake po ba connected dun sa Balili?
Well, yes. It's not the lake. Yung mga natin, drainage at saka sewer. Yung punta sa Baguio.
Yung color po ngayon ng Banili River, ma'am, somehow related dun sa discoloration din in Burnham Lake.
It's not
Hindi po,
very
wala po relationship.
Kasi mas mataas tayo sa Baguio River. In fact, we have this, we are having a regular clean-up drive. Our department, which is SECMO, we're having a regular clean-up drive with the Baguio River. We call it Salaknid Iwain. So, there are other NGOs for our partners and also the private sector.
Yung ano po yung sa Lakmi?
Salaknid Iwain.
Iwain.
Iwain is an Ilocano term for river or stream. Yun. So, yeah.
Kumusta nung so far ang rehabilitation ng area?
Sa ngayon, I don't know, but we are planning to to reinstall the lights in the middle. Kasi I guess there is this, meron kaming concessionaire who is also doing his best na parang he's trying to fix that on his own, from his own expense. Sinabi niya yung intention niya, so we also agreed because, you know, it was favorable to us. Hopefully, niya. But then, we'll be incorporating that, the rehabilitation of the fountain for our next 2018 budget. Algae yung tumubo ng mga organisms na nag-cause din ng discoloration of the water. Na pinatest pa namin yan sa Bureau of Soil, sa DNR, lahat ng Bureau of BFAR. So, ganun din. So, accordingly, may algae na nag-cause din yan and the seepage from down, from the naging ganun lang.
There are various parameters influencing the cloudiness of the water. Some of these are phytoplankton, sediments from erosion, resuspended sediments from the bottom, waste discharge, and algae growth. What are the possible consequences of high turbidity? The suspended particles absorb heat from the sunlight, making turbid waters become warmer, and so reducing the concentration of oxygen in the water. Some organisms also can survive in warmer water. The suspended particles scatter the light, thus decreasing the photosynthetic activity of plants and algae, which contributes to lowering the oxygen concentration even more. As a consequence of the particles settling to the bottom, shallow lakes fill in faster, fish eggs and insect larvae are covered and suffocated, gill structures get clogged or damaged.
According to Mayor Mauricio Dumogan, the city government heavily subsidizes the maintenance and operation of Burnham Park because the income generated from the various activities and concessionaries only amount to at least 10 to 12 million annually, while it shells out more than 40 million a year just to make sure that the 34-hectare park will be adequately maintained without significant improvements. The City Environment and Parks Management Office, or CEPNGO, is currently studying the best options on how to bring back the clear waters of 2 hectares Burnham Lake.
Cordelia C. Lacsamana, the Sepmo City Government Department Head 2, said that 3 possible ways to change the discoloration of the Burnham Lake waters, which was proposed by the Agriculture Department and other concerned agencies, are now being seriously evaluated by experts from their office, considering the huge fund requirement for the implementation of the 3 interventions. Number 1, increase in the volume of water in the facility. Number 2, the placement of chlorine in order to help clear up the water. Number 3, draining of the existing water and replacing the same. However, Lacsamana explained all the proposed interventions need huge budgetary requirements, which is up to 6 million pesos, that the government has yet to create.
We should never stop knocking at the doors of our government officials because it is their primary duty to take care of the resources that we have in Baguio City. And one of those is the Burnham Lake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where our taxes go. Let us not add to the problem of this big problem, but let us be the solution to this problem by not throwing our garbages in this area. Ladies and gentlemen, together, let us save the environment.